LTF 2024 is Gastón Irigoyen. He is the CEO and co-founder at Pomelo. Gastón, it's wonderful to see you. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
So I want to start off by talking about the company. Tell me about Pomelo and its mission.
Yeah, so Pomelo is a financial services infrastructure company. We do everything related to payments and specifically cards payments. So we have built the first modern regional payments infrastructure to process card payments throughout LatAm. So today we're based in 6 markets: Brazil, Mexico, Argentina, Colombia, Chile, and Peru. And we serve over 120 corporate customers doing their cards programs throughout the region.
Okay, and how are you different from others that are in the same space?
Yeah, so this is an industry where essentially, the incumbents have been around for about 30 to 40 years. We ourselves, in previous experiences building some of the largest fintechs in the region, felt the pain about having to launch cards in different markets. And it's an endeavor that historically took about 12 to 15 months to launch a simple card in any market. And we decided to start this company out of our own frustration. And so this led to building a regional infrastructure. So it's truly regional for the first time and from the get-go. So this means that effectively a company can launch a card and scale throughout LatAm in just a matter of weeks, right? Something that would have taken 6, 7, 8 years in the past, now it's being done in a couple of months. And so if you think about regional companies or global companies operating in Latin America, the biggest value prop that we have for them is their ability to launch their cards business very quickly with modern technology throughout the region.
Now, let's talk about AI. What are your thoughts on the future of AI and how it may affect your business and your customers?
I think it's going to be very positive for financial services. If you think about things like fraud prevention, it should bring a lot of expertise and a lot of technology to avoid or to diminish, I should say, fraud prevention. So I'm very excited about that. In the payment space and in Latin America, we suffer a lot from fraud. And so I think that's going to be a major leapfrog in terms of preventing fraud or diminishing fraud. And if you think about credit and lending in general, we in Latin America are trying to include more people and to be able to lend money to more people and to more businesses. And so the ability to score those businesses and people in general, the end user, is very, very important. I think AI has a key role to play along those lines.
And as you look to the remainder of this year, what are your priorities? What are you focused on?
We're focused on continuing to develop our value prop, really going as deep as possible in each of the markets where we operate: Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, Argentina. We're trying to serve our customers in the best possible way. They have lots of ideas and we're working on very interesting modern use cases around corporate cards, around crypto cards, around digital transformation processes with large banks and financial institutions and retailers that are trying to migrate from legacy infrastructure to modern infrastructure, the same way they went from on-premise to the cloud. So they're going through similar processes. So for us, it's about consolidating our leadership in Latin America by helping our largest customers and some of the most important financial institutions and fintechs in the region. So this year is all about that.
And Gastón, here we are at LTF. You can hear the energy in this room. So tell me, what are your takeaways from this event? I know there are many leaders and experts here. What are you gaining from this?
I really enjoy this event. I think it's one of the best events that we have in the industry in Latin America. So it's 2 days, short and sweet, very impactful. You get to see and to reconnect with all of your colleagues and partners and industry leaders. Is very inspirational. We get to talk about the trends and what's important for the region. In the years to come, there was a lot of talk about AI as well and geopolitics and how that may or may not affect Latin America. So it's very refreshing. It's like 2 days where we have the ability to zoom out, reconnect with people from a different angle and come back with new ideas and better execute our businesses.
And finally, Gastón, if you could come up with one invention, a gadget, whatever it may be, that could help make your life easier as a tech CEO, what would it be?
I think now in the era of remote work, hybrid work, and post-pandemic, tech companies, the ability to communicate incredibly well is probably amongst the top priorities that we all have. And so a device or a gadget that would allow me to communicate almost every single day with the company and be super transparent and show them what we're thinking about in a very articulate way, in a very easy way for them to understand, I think that would be an incredible tool for me and for many other CEOs.
Okay. All right. Well, Gastón, it's been wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Of course. Thank you very much.